Alright, everybody, welcome to our first State of the Universe video. We're going to be doing these at the start of every month to talk about what's been worked on, what's getting done, so on and so forth, throughout the month, essentially. I've been hard at work on a lot of stuff. As you guys know, the Helping Hand book, as you can see here, the Helping Hand short, was published last year in around April, which means that I'm kind of well overdue to release my next book. I've kind of been jumping between stories a lot lately, and I think I finally decided on releasing the first book of Isle of Eternity, which actually has its own page here on the website. It'll be this one here, Sapphire Heart. So we're going to be releasing that probably within the next couple of months. I'm going to do some more editing. I'm kind of restructuring some things. I accidentally kind of cucked myself like a fucking idiot when it came to actually working on this, because I forgot which file was the file I was working on after I got the edits back. So I have 3 different fucking Word document files that I'm all comparing side by side, taking things out, replacing them, adding new plot points where necessary, so on and so forth, because there's a couple things I'm adding to the overall story. We're going to have a beta reading for the finalized version probably within the next month. In fact, by the end of the month, I want to basically have that version fully done for people to actually read. So, if anybody in the Discord who doesn't know much about my lore, this is the big stipulation, needs to be somebody who's not really read much of my stuff before, wants to read it to see how digestible and understandable it is. I'll be asking the Discord about that. You can, decide whether or not you want to. I'm sure I'll find somebody. There's a lot of people who are interested, so we'll go from there. But yeah, that's the main book thing, the main writing thing, English. Likewise, however, in terms of this actual Worldwalker Universe channel, I'm on the wrong channel. Alright, regardless. Here are the things that we've released this month. We have the first thing, and again, I know it's only 2 weeks ago. Normally, there will be like 6 or 7 uploads a month, hopefully. It's kind of what I'm going for. Talking about what I'm working on. In fact, I'm also going to have some game dev videos up. You're going to hear audio quality kind of bounce up and down on some of these, because some of these are going to be recorded through my microphone at work. And my microphone at work's kind of dog shit, to be completely real with you. So audio quality these will go up and down, but like, for example, I'm going to have some Unreal Engine videos coming out, talking about my ways of making things. Speaking of making things, we have been hard at work making all sorts of things, from new enemy types like ghosts, which you can't damage with physical weapons, adding ghost AI so ghosts can possess objects on the ground. So you'll see here she disappears into the object, and then I walk up to try to pick it up. And when I do, the ghost appears and attacks me. It'll have a special animation for shooting up out of the object eventually. This is always kind of placeholder for now. Showing off some character animations, so now we have other characters working properly. Koteki, which is one of the female characters, is now also working. And then also we got this done, which is the performance for the flowering stage. Which is slowly becoming... this entire event's basically fully set up now. When she dies, the tree behind her disappears, and then a door opens leading to the exit. Or when she dies, if you survive. Because you can't kill her yet. Eventually you'll be able to. There'll be like a side option to be able to actually kill her. But right now, there isn't. So, we'll get there when we get there. One of the things, the Reddit got a couple updates this month. Nothing crazy. I kind of stopped posting on the Reddit just because I keep forgetting about it. Showing some work in progresses. Like the 3 character models, the new portals that we got. Found these on the Fab Asset Store for like $3, and I just made some edits to them to make them work for the game better. Fucking fantastic. This next month I'll show off some of the the random events that can happen on the maps, but for now this is kind of just what we're working on. In terms of the State of the Universe, we also are going to be having an update here soon. As you can see here, the last one was, I believe, 2 months ago? Yeah. So we're going to be having a new blog post going up, and I'll read through that later this month. If you're interested in hearing what I'm working on and stuff, this is going to be a good place to do it. It'll also have more stuff laid out. Likewise, I gotta just go to the channel edited art section, because we got a whole bunch of new art to show off. Including some fan art, technically. So, like, for example, here's one of the new... This is the Knuckle Dragger. It's a new enemy that we're working on. Somebody mentioned it looks kind of like a Garten of Badman character. Yeah, it kind of does. It actually kind of does. This thing lives in water, so it has gills on the side. It's a filter feeder where it eats fish. It'll also eat you. That'll be fun. We also released our first OST for Project Lumen, Twisted Bells, The Twisted Place. It should actually be playing in the background of this very video. Showing up the performance again, just some other stuff as well. We got a new comic strip done. This is actually Detective Brand, who's a character that we haven't done a ton with yet. He actually was going to be in the short story I was going to release during Halloween last year, but I kind of ran out of time. So this will actually probably come out around Halloween this year instead. But now this is a short story showing him investigating the Lumen, actually. We also had art for White done, who's one of the characters that you're going to be able to play as in Project Lumen. Obviously, we released different animations. There's Valilia, character from the World Walker universe, that we've got some stuff done. On the Discord, we released Fear in the Dark. This is still a work in progress. And it's just kind of showing off some of the new assets that we've gotten, you know, throughout the last month. I did another racial profile. This was, like, really at the very beginning of last month. And other stuff, obviously, like, for example, you know, the water and stuff. This is all kind of in April. We didn't really get to go over any of this because this channel didn't exist in April. But, you know, we've been hard at work. There's a lot going on. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else I need to mention before I end this video. I'm trying to get into doing these at least once a month. And the next video is going to be a short animation. You can actually view the animations early on my website if you go to World Walker Animations here. So if you want to view them early before they officially release publicly, a whole bunch are available here. Not all of them. There's a couple that are actually going to be coming out freshly just on the channel. But if you want to see them early, there's a whole bunch of them here. Then the other thing is also, we now have a magic tab on the website that I added this year. This talks about how magic works in my universe. It doesn't talk about all the systems, but it kind of gives just like a brief, like here's a bunch of magic types, here's how they interact, what the differences between them, so on, and so forth. I think that's pretty much everything. Should be a pretty short, like what, did I keep that under 5 minutes? I'm hoping to God I kept that under 5 minutes, or, it's about 10 minutes long. So, whatever the case, thank you guys for watching. We will see you guys later, in the next video. Next video, again, is going to probably be either a short animation, either an OST, because I've got a bunch of music to release on this channel, or a Project Lumen development video. Because I was posting those on my other edited channel, my Flip Light gaming channel before. I'm going to start posting those here instead, and then sharing them on other places. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.